than ever. Tell us what you think. Call 1902 555 770 if you think the Queen should stay as our head of state. If you don't support the Queen, vote no. Dial 1902 555 771. Well, the community of Evandale in Tasmania has been recognised as one of Australia's happiest towns.
And James Tobin is there as part of our campaign for happiness in conjunction with Valia. James, good morning to you. Why is Evandale so happy?
Good morning, guys. I love this job, charged with finding the happiest town in Australia every month. Well, Evandale is a National Trust Georgian village, and they're very proud of the history there. You can see behind me here, we've got some beautiful historical cars, and famous for a few Johns. There was John Batman, who found Melbourne. He lived here. John Kelly, Ned's father, he spent some time in jail here. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And John Glover, a famous Australian landscape artist, was inspired by the area. But this, the penny farthing, is what this town is most famous for. In fact, not only in Australia but around the world. Have a look at who has turned up. Morning, Evandale! In front of us here, we've got the very cute Meg and Sean and Abby on their tricycle penny farthings. We've also got Michael, we've got Detlef, and we've got Grant giving us an example of how it works. Grant, quickly talk us through the difference between the earliest form of bicycle, the penny farthing, and what we see around today.
Well, it's a little higher than your...
Just a little bit?
Yeah. So this is an ordinary, and it's got a fixed wheel. So if I can't coast, I have to keep my feet moving, and it's got a handlebar moustache across here, so that not the handlebar moustache you'd find on a biker.
Now, if you hit a pebble or a stone or a rock,
well, it can jump it because it's got such a big wheel, and it's practical because it's already got its gear built in. It's low geared, so it can go over the cobblestones.
Well, Evandale are very, very, very proud of their penny farthing festival. It's the biggest in the world, like I said. It normally happens in February, but this year, the 5th of November, so you haven't missed it. We're in the northern part of Tasmania, 20 kilometres from Launceston. It is absolutely beautiful. Just a quick fact before we go, becoming a cropper, that term is actually from the penny farthing days, because if you hit a little bit of a ditch and you went over the handlebars and ended up in the crops, that's where the term comes, becoming a cropper. There's a little bit of information for you. We'll be back in Australia's happiest town in a little bit later on today's show.
Thanks, James. See you soon.
Good morning.
Thank you for that.
I don't know how you get on the thing, but anyway.
When we come back on Sunrise, the $200,000 phone bill shock.